FHO. Yeah, let's roll. Huh? FHO, FHO, FHO. Big sale in your radio. FHO, FHO, FHO. Big sale on your radio. FHO, FHO, FHO. Big sale in your radio. FHO,
Banger alert. Banger alert.
Big sale on your radio. Big sale on your radio. Best podcast show since the Misfits couldn't carry on. But I'ma carry on and get the party cracking. The homegirl 7 carats known for text blasting. Get she on the rob if you want action. 800 plus, it's a known fashion. Keep her back up playing cause some wheels cracking. Big Cell can keep it real. What a passion. All gas, no break, in and out of traffic. You see your brother on a hole, respect the passions. Whether they outlaws or outcasts. Big Cell's top 5 when you in traffic. Roger ride, mind your business, stay in your own lane. Respect others and set the game. Spread black love the old fashioned way. You miss the West with the South, it's a master pass. FHO, FHO, FHO. Big sale in your radio. FHO, FHO, FHO. Big sale on your radio. FHO, FHO, FHO. Big sale in your radio. FHO, FHO, FHO. Big sale on your radio.
Again, appreciate y'all, man. I love you guys. Thank you for the calls. Thank you for the donations.
No doubt.
Don't forget, man, support the channel, support the platform. I need you. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. And again, man, I love you guys. Don't forget the 5 things I'm gonna leave you with. Ride your own ride, stay in your own lane, mind your business, have enough love in yourself to have some love for me. We're gonna ride for love and love to ride, man. We gone, man. Gone, man.
FHO, FHO, FHO. Big sale in your radio. FHO, FHO, FHO. Big sale on your radio. FHO, FHO, FHO. Big sale in your radio. FHO, FHO, FHO. Big sale on your radio. FHO, FHO, FHO. Big sale in your radio. FHO, FHO, FHO. Big sale on your radio. FHO, FHO, big sale in your radio. FHO, 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 big sale on your radio.
You know what I'm saying? We might as well, since we finna get rid of this president, we might well talk about what happens in the MC when you get rid of the president. A lot of people are confused about that. So we're going to get into it, man, and we're going to talk about it. What's happening, man? Good morning to everybody. I'm on so many platforms. I hope you guys enjoyed the new, I'm able to play the intros and videos now, so we're going to be doing a lot of different things. DJ Vegas, J. Jones Hall, and The Real New York. What up? RIC, what up? Brian Humphreys, Mo Better, Rare Bree, what up? Mo Better, Reddick Patrick, Ride with Cedric, Derek Nice Davis, Charlie Boy Parker, my true friend, partner, and pal. I want y'all to know that. A-Dub, Hardy Ryder, what it do, baby? Latrice Kemper, my sister, I love you. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Coach Clark, Lorenzo Watson, and B, FHO, Vice President in the building. All right, man, so it's going down today. So today, you can see all of the bull crap with the president leaving the White House, and he don't want to leave, and he'll sore loser. He don't want to greet the other president. All that old good shit. Well, that happens in the MC. I didn't know if y'all knew that or not, but that happens in the MC. When a person has been president and he runs and then loses his presidency, he's a little bit sour. And, not all people. Some people should be ready to go. Because what you guys don't know is that being a president of an MC is a hell of a job. It ain't all, smoke and mirrors or peaches and cream as y'all see it. But it's a hell of a job sometimes. It can be a little bit overwhelming. So sometimes people are ready to leave the president spot. Sometimes people are ready to get the fuck on. You feel me? It just all depends on what it is, man. But we're here today, man. So as we watch Trump leave, I decided that I would do a show about how do you replace a president, or how do you get rid of a president, or if he's voted out, what is the actions that have to take place when a president of an MC is voted out and a new president is voted in. Now, listen, there is no correct way. So let me say that right now for the motorcycle set. However you do your president's spot, however you do it is correct. So there is no right or wrong way to in a motorcycle club. You know, you can Robert rules of order, all of that type of stuff. But however you do it, as long as it's successful and you guys manage to get it done and, you know, get the old president out, put the new president in, and that's all that matters. So we're going to talk about some of the qualifications that a new president should have. He should be campaigning just as hard as Warnock was with Kemp and Warnock. I ain't even seen them since they won. They told my text messages up on my telephone, and here in Georgia, Warnock and Kemp, every commercial, every 3 minutes, every 2 minutes, phone ringing, people calling, text messages going out. Ever since they use us to get elected, we ain't even heard from them chumps. You understand me? But anyway, that's just how your president that it wants to be the president of your MC, he should be campaigning something similar. But the only trick is he should be campaigning maybe in a different way, as far as riding his motorcycle, coming up with different solutions, as to help the club to be a better club. But the president of a motorcycle club has a very tedious job. He has a very, it's a tremendous job. It's tedious, it's tremendous, and it requires a lot of his time, effort, and energy. Okay, your president of your MC is the face of your motorcycle club. Period. He is to be respected by the motorcycle culture and nation. He has to be. He has to be respected. He has to be a stand-up guy. He has to be a little bit of tough guy. He has to be able to handle his emotions. He has to be able to stand on his word. Stand on his ground, stand on his words. He has to be able to do all of that. Because understand this, if your president is a weak individual, then your MC is weak, hands down. You can't get around that. There's nothing you can do for that. If your president is weak, then your club is weak. It's just that simple. So we're going to get into that today, man. We're going to talk a little bit about that. We're going to have some fun today with this thing, man. We definitely want to say bye-bye to Trump. It's been fun, but you got to go, player. I mean, I know some of y'all like Trump. Oh, he was real. At least he wasn't hiding it. At least he wasn't F all that, man. Trump was an idiot, period. And there was too much power for an idiot to have. For an idiot to have the decision to destroy your whole life at the push of a button. You understand what I'm saying? So anyway, that's just my personal take on it. We're not going to get into politics today. We're not going to get into his politics today or whatever. So shout out to Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, as they take office today, man. I ain't going to take up too much of your time because I know y'all want to watch that. I know y'all eager to see that, the inauguration and all that good shit. So we ain't going to take up too much of your time today with that. But we're going to talk about this, man. What happens to a motorcycle club when it's time to vote out a president, or no, not vote out, but transition from president to president? There are certain things that you can do to make sure that the transition goes well. I have my suggestions, and again, I am not the end all to be all. I just have suggestions. You feel me? All right, man. So stay tuned as we get into this topic, get into this subject. Let's go, y'all.
And I don't have no time to play with truth or to be diplomatic. To hell with you diplomats and your foolish diplomacy. Speak straight words. Because those are the words that will bring about a change, not this delicate language. I want to be politically correct. How in the hell can you be politically correct when you're blind, deaf, and dumb and destroyed by your enemy? To hell with you and your political correctness. Be a man, be a woman, and speak the truth, and then die on that truth if it comes to that. Stand up. And we won't have to have these kind of radio broadcasts in the future. We'll be sitting down talking about what we have done, what we
All right, man, I'm back, man. So that's my man. You heard what he said, man. Stand up, man. He understand me. Man, listen, man, I love y'all. Ain't nothing y'all can do about it, man. So today, we are talking about just when it's time to change presidents in the MC. A lot of people, kind of get a little salty about that. They kind of get a little bit upset about, having to change presidents and having to get up out of the seat. That being said, this president is now what you think you want. Watch and see. Down big sale or people are going to be suffering. Listen, man, let me tell y'all something. And who was that right there? My man, Romy Rome. Rome, let me tell you something, man. If 2020, this coronavirus, real, scare, fake, propaganda, whatever it is you want to call this coronavirus, the storming of the Capitol building, there's been so many signs to tell you, to tell me, to tell us where we stand in this world, period. We don't have to keep talking about who gonna be good and who gonna be bad and who gonna be right and who not gonna be right. Or you think you got rid of Trump, now get rid of it. Watch what Biden. I don't care. You know why? Because I'm gonna do the best that I can and make sure that I make myself proficient in all things, from being a husband to being a father to being a friend to being a motorcycle rider to being a podcaster to being everything. I'm gonna make myself as proficient and as efficient as I can. Whatever goes on in the world, I will try my best for it not to affect me in such a way that it's a problem. We have to stop making excuses, and we have to start living our own lives and setting our own course of direction. We, as a black people, have to start coming together. We have to start understanding that the system this system, whatever you want to use, however you want to call it, has never been for us. So it don't matter who president or who not president. I'm not living my life based on them being the president or the vice president or the government or anything. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not caring what they do because I'm going to do what I'm going to do, and I'm going to do the best that I can do. And that's all that matters to me, bro. So I want to tell you guys this. Stop giving a care about them and start caring about you, about us. You feel what I'm saying? So Romy Rome says, yes, you are going to make sure you are sufficient, but what about your sisters and brothers? Enough said, I'm done. I got you. And I'm not arguing with you, Rome. I don't want you to think I'm picking on you or arguing with you or anything like that, because I'm not. All I'm saying, brother, is this, is that I'm going to take care of me and mine. If you take care of you and yours, then together we have taken care of ours. You understand me? Does that make sense? I'm going to take care of me and mine. If you take care of you and yours, then together we have taken care of ours. I can't be worried about who is and who not. I can't. I just can't do it. I don't have the time for that. I'm too busy trying to get my shit together. I'm too busy trying to get, everything that I need together. Because that's, at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. At the end of the day, that's all I can be worried about, brother. Again, I love you. I appreciate you. Out with the old president, in with the new president. Now let's get to this topic. This topic is how to bring in your new motorcycle president. What happens when he leaves? One of the things that people in MCs make mistakes on is that when you vote people in, you should vote them in based on honor, based on respect, based on adoration. You feel what I'm saying? Based on loyalty, based on all of that. Okay. A lot of you cats and a lot of people that I've seen, and I get the phone calls, a lot of people sometimes get confused with president being ownership. Let me say that again. A lot of you cats get it confused with the title president being ownership. Just because you're the president of the MC don't mean you own shit of the MC or even in the MC. Your job as president, just like the president of the United States is to serve the people, your community. Your job as president of the MC is to serve your members, your community. It is to ensure that everybody has the best opportunity. And I'm gonna break it down like this. Your job as a president is to make sure that everybody in his club has a motorcycle. That everybody in his club is enjoying motorcycling. That everybody in his club is maximizing their potential in the club. It's his job to know who can and who can't, who will and who won't. That's his job. His job is to encourage, to motivate, to uplift, to be there for you when you're down, to help you figure out your financial problems. You can say, well, damn, sir, that sounds like a babysitter. You know what that sounds like? A big brother. It sounds like a president. That's what it sounds like. Your job as a president is because you lost, you had a good run, 2 years, 4 years, and in the MC, it's only fitting that a president be president for 4 years. Just like the regular United States of America. It takes 4 years in the MC to be president. It should be. Okay. 1 year of transition. He has to come in there, him, and it should be like a 6 months transition with the old president. So, for example, let me break this down. So 6 months, at 3 years and 6 months, the election should take place for the new president and the vice president. Whoever wins at that point needs to start working closely with and transitioning with the old president for 6 months. That should go by like that. Basically getting conversation, what happened, what he changed, what he saw, to be efficient, because I'm not telling the old president to groom the new president, but I'm giving the new president an opportunity to see some of the things that have been changed, what he has in mind to be corrected, the whole 9 yards. So there should be, if you don't want to do 6 months, do 3 months. But 3 months before he's supposed to take office, he should already have the title. The new president should already have the title of president, to be vice versa. And they should interact with the old president and vice president so that they can put it together. Also within that time, he has a time to pick his subordinates, his sergeant at arms, his secretary, his treasurer, because they work for them. The sergeant at arms. Let me break this down for you, because I know a lot of y'all gonna be confused when I say this. Okay. The sergeant at arms, the secretary, and the treasurer don't belong to the club. They belong to the president and the vice president. They are not your friends. They are not your pals. They're not your buddies. The secretary's job is to record and to make sure everything that the president and the vice president say is documented in the MC. The president is the secretary is the president and vice president. Hey, what did we talk about? Did we do that? Did we get that done? Who did I delegate that to? Blah, 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 blah. They don't work for the MC. It ain't your job to call the secretary and say, hey, I need you to do this, and I need you to, that ain't your job, player. The treasurer, they work for the betterment of the club, but they work for the president and vice president. Hey, make sure that the club's money is well taken care of. Any requests come to you. You need to approve all requests. So when I ask you how much money we got or who did this, you need to know that. You need to know that. Yes, and as a club member, you have a right to see the books. And if you're at a meeting, the book should be there to balance this and this and that. You can kind of brief over them, but no, it ain't your job to inspect them and all that, but just to look at the book, if that's what you're worried about. If you're in a good club, you shouldn't be worried about that no way, but it is what it is. And the sergeant at arms, that's the president and vice president of security. He's not your security. His job is to do what they tell him to do. Hey man, handle that shit. Hey man, get this. Hey man, make sure this shit is permanent. Make sure so everybody has a job, but the cabinet members work for them. They don't work for you. They're not your sergeant at arms. They're not your president. That's not what they are. And then you have a job as a member. You have a job as a member to obey the rules and regulations that you agreed to obey. And I'm going to use the word obey, because I know a lot of y'all can't, obey. No, yes, obey. You joined our club. Our club didn't join you. You, the one, had a passion for motorcycling and wanted to be around us. We didn't want to be around you. So you joined our club. And when you joined our club, we gave you a set of rules and we gave you a set of regulations and we told you what you had to do and what you couldn't do, and you agreed to it wholeheartedly. You had no problem. You 1,000% agreed to it. Now all of a sudden, we got issues. Now all of a sudden, we got issues. Because you don't want to do, or you don't think, blah, 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 whatever, whatever. It's bigger than you. But getting back to the president. 4-year term, elections happen, he loses his spot. Now we all know dealing with us, and I'm going to say us, I'm going to be nice and say us. We all know dealing with us, there's a lot of bittersweet, as they say. There's a lot of bitterness and pettiness that goes on, amongst us. I'm not going, it's just amongst us. It happens. It is what it is. It happens. And we know that when that time comes and votes are being handed, everything, election is coming up, it gets scandalous. What up, Highway? My man from NorCal Choppers. What it do? It gets scandalous. We know that. We understand that. Things get a little bit, hectic, and things get a little bit, scary and to-dos and whatever else you want to call them. But I'm going to say this. Just make sure that you're putting in somebody who loves the patch that they represent. Make sure you put in somebody that can read, that can write, that can communicate for the patch that he represents. Make sure you put in somebody that's not afraid to take on challenges, that's not afraid to stand his ground versus any and everybody, that's not a quick-tempered individual, somebody that's not worried about what you think of him. You understand what I'm saying? Make sure that those characteristics are in the person that you're choosing to represent your club, because that's what his job is. His job is to represent. He is the face of the club. Make sure you put in somebody that has their household in order. They're financially stable. They're responsible. They're father. They don't have to be father of the year, but they got all that. They got all that together. Make sure that that's what you're doing. Because what you don't want to happen is you don't want to put in somebody who has none of those qualifications. He got the job simply because he was the coolest motherfucker you know. He was the coolest person in the club that you know. That's your partner. Oh, I'm voting for my partner. Man, can your partner read? Can your partner write? Can your partner, can your partner complete a full sentence? If your partner is approached by so and so and so and so, then can he handle that? Will your partner put you at war? These are the things you need to be asking yourself. Miss Stacy Ray Stewart, what it do, little mama? I haven't seen you in a while. I hope everything's going well with you. These are the things that you need to be asking yourself, and these are the things that you need to make sure are important to you. So when it comes to out with the old, in with the new, everything that you didn't like about your old president, and that's another thing too. Be real with your peeps, man. Be real with your club brothers and your club sisters. Be real. You ain't got to be nasty. You ain't got to be no bitch about it, no hoe about it, no fuck boy about it. Just be real. Hey, man, you know what, man? Because that's what you owe your brother or your sister, is the truth and to be real. And that's a hard thing. Some people can accept it and some people can't. But criticism will only make me better. You can tell me, I don't like you, boo, 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 fuck you. Hey, no problem. It's going to make me a better individual. That's just me, but however it worked for you. So as a club brother, my man, the Costa News and radio show, so I think people need to be a part of, hold on, what did he say? Hold on, where you at? I think people need to be a part of something usually will join anything or anyone that accepts them. I think the same can be said about personal relationships. People are too quick to form bonds. Okay. People are too quick to form bonds. And they may be. One of the things that you don't want to do is vote for your partner. Vote for your partner. When you make a mistake and you vote for your partner, what you do is you disrupt the order of the club. Because you voted for your partner, and your partner only ran because he owns some fuckboy. Let me say this, and I'm finna step on some toes. You ever heard this shit? Man, fuck that shit. I'm finna run for president. I'm tired of paying to get in. All that motherfucker do is show up to get in free. Oh, did I say that? I wasn't supposed to say that. Man, fuck that. I'm gonna run for president, man. Shit. All he do, shit. All the women, that's all they want. All the whole shit. If I'm president, I get to fuck so and so. I get to be, you want to be president so you can get in the party free. Because that's what you think being president is. You want to be president because you want to ride up front because that's what you think the president is. Huh? You want to be president of your motorcycle club because you just want to be able to walk in and that's the president. Now maybe that's just maybe I'm the only person that's ever seen those type of scenarios. Maybe I might just be making some shit up. Maybe y'all have never experienced that or maybe even heard that or, that bullshit. But, maybe, I don't know. Maybe who knows? Sell with the bullshit. Sell with the bullshit. Who knows? One thing I would tell you is this. Is that when you vote for somebody, make sure you vote for somebody that can tell you something and that can tell you to do something and you have no problem with doing it. You have no problem with listening to that person. Vote for somebody who can guide and direct you and you can take that direction and take that guide with you're not even going to second guess it. Damn sure vote for somebody that ride their motorcycle. Damn sure vote for somebody that got a motorcycle. I hope y'all at least doing that. But when the old president leaves, I've seen this and I disagree with it. It may be fact. When the old president leaves, they keep patches that say, ex-president or so-and-so president or used to be president patch and all kind of shit that they wear. You should take that same patch off and you should hand it to the new president. The old president, the patch that he wore should come off his vest. Take it off and give it to the new president. He should sew it on if it's still sewable. Take care of it, it'll be sewable. Boom. That's player shit. That's motorcycle shit. I've seen so many times, man, where a president gets put out of the club. A president loses his position in the club and he falls completely off the map. Again, I'm only talking. Maybe this ain't never happened to none of y'all because all y'all clubs is perfect and shit. All the shit all y'all partners is partners and pals, and we don't have them kind of issues. We don't have them kind of issues. But I've seen several instances where when a president is removed or is replaced or lost his 4 years is up, and I've seen them totally disappear. Totally disappear. Somebody asked a question. Who is this? My man, Reddick Patrick. Can a president be voted out at any time? Yes, sir. I just told you who he worked for. I just told you who his boss is. The president works for the club. He works for the members. Period. If the members come together and vote and say, hey, brother, you out of here, then guess what? You out of here. So a president can be assigned to a 4-year term. It can be there for 4 months. And whatever your rules and regulations is for your club, whether it be paperwork, whether it be, however you got to do it, as long as you follow the procedures and boom, and you bring it to the vote, bring it to the club, and the club vote him out of there, his ass is out of there. What I mean by Harley Harlem is that I've seen a president, once he loses his president's title, then he's still in the club, but he don't come around no more. He don't come around. He don't rock. All of a sudden now he real busy. He started 9 businesses and got 5 more kids, and got 3 wives that he got to take care of. But when he was the president, and when he was the man, and when he had all the attention, you couldn't beat him out the clubhouse. Now that that's gone, you can't get him in the clubhouse. That's what I mean. He's still in the club, but he got voted out, and so he might say, man, I'm just going to take a vacation. You can't take a vacation, dude. You don't get to take no vacation because all of a sudden you was the president, now you're a regular member. That ain't how it works. That ain't how it works. I'm just saying, I've seen that happen. I've seen that happen. So at the end of the day, in the motorcycle community, the way it works is that however long it takes you, however long your club's set, if you have a president if your terms are only 2 years, that's kind of short. It takes about 4 years, 4 to 5 years for an effective motorcycle club president to make a change. And you will see if he's the one within the first year. All you gotta do is sit back. Do your job as a member and sit back. Sit back and watch his moves. But as a regular member, you have a job too, to support him no matter what. You have to support him. You have to encourage him just like he got to support you and encourage you. It's a two-way street. But being president of a club is so much more than just getting in free. You want to run because you get in free. You want to be the president. You want to be the president because you think he get all the pussy or she get all the dick. She get the pick of the litter. That's why you want to be the president. So understand what this whole thing is about, bro. This whole thing is about being responsible enough and adult enough to take on the challenge of a leader, to be a leader, to guide, direct individuals who may know, who may not know, and give them a direction, give them something to walk by, to talk by. That's your job. That is your job. And the MC, like the officers of government and the other members, are the citizens. Government support to serve the better of the members whole. Oh, am I right or wrong? Yes, you are right. What up, Little Sugar? Y'all see the queen in the building. You said that's some BS right there. Facebook, somebody on Facebook said that's some BS right there. I don't know who that was, but it is what it is. What up, Solid Brotherhood? My man, Dirty 151, 151%. I see you, baby. So when chapters stand up, how are presidents selected? Does the club send someone from another chapter as a temp or something? Okay. Reddick Patrick. When you have a brand new chapter that's finna start, whoever it was that created the thought or the idea to open up this chapter to be a part of this this club, or if it's a brand new club, or you're part of already a nation. That person normally that created it, had the thought, that did the initial phone calls or whatever, is normally the president. But he has to pick 5 or 6 people, and those 5 or 6 people have to agree that he is the one. I've seen this too a lot of times, where he may start off as the person who created the, who brought the idea forth and created the situation. And I've seen it to where he was they took him out of the president spot because he was not the better person. And I've seen them where they even put that person out the club because he wasn't club material, even though he brought the club to the city, brought the club to the town, the whole 9 yards. So it all depends. But it's based on your peers. The president should be selected by his peers. He should be elected by his, the members of the club, period. I've seen some clubs where so-and-so will be president forever, like East Bay Dragons. Toby Jean Livingston was the only president they ever had until he passed away. Now they got a new president. So they have East Bay Dragons, 60-plus years in the game, only on with 2 presidents. They're on their second president. I've seen clubs here do that in Georgia, where the guy has to be president, whatever, So it just all depends on how your club is set up. All I'm telling you is, when you lose a position, it's not the end of the world. It don't mean that they hate you. It don't mean that you's a fucked up dude. It don't mean that. It just means that, hey, we find some better. We found somebody better to do the job, and we're more comfortable, whatever that, however you want to look at it. 357 say, meaning understanding all of the roles of what they bring to the table and involve them in the making of the chapter better as you incorporate their talents and skills in the club business. My 2 cents. Appreciate it, bro. That's on point, 357. I appreciate that. We consider voting for president. Partnership, friendship is a no-go. One trait of a good president is that he or she is a talent manager. There it is there. 357, you own some shit today. Appreciate it, brother. So, being president is more than just getting in the party free, more than just riding up front, more than just being able to delegate to who, to this, to that. It's more than just having a title. Being president, you have to have time to be president. You can't have a job. You can't have a job where you're a truck driver over the road and you go on 300 days a year. Being a president, you have to be accessible. And again, if that's what you are and it's working for your club, then so be it. I'm just giving it to you. Being a president, you have to be accessible. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to make moves at the spur of the moment. You have to be able to communicate. You have to be able to take phone calls in the middle of the night. So if you're a female or you're a male, you can't have a jealous wife talking about, who that calling you into one of my A's? It's club business. You understand what I'm saying? That part. I have seen a prayer step down to just a member to be voted the prayer. I'm telling you, it is what it is, man. Wrong reason, like you said, pussy is to get in free. So, as being a president, man, it takes a lot to be an effective president, shall I say. It takes a lot to be an effective president. I don't care if your club got 7 members. I don't care if you got 70 members. It takes a lot. It takes a lot because you're going to have people who don't agree with you. You're going to have people who just don't like you because they're not the president. You're going to have people who every time you come up with something or the cabinet come up with something, they're going to shoot it down. One big mistake I see people make all the time, and I'm going to tell you all this, is during election, let me say this, let me walk lightly on this one. I've seen during election time, when people are running for president, they grab the phone list and they go to calling all of the members who haven't been coming to meetings, who haven't been riding their motorcycle. Their dues may be paid up. I've seen a person pay up some people dues so they can vote. He was running for president. He paid up the dues of the people who were not current on their dues. He paid them up so that he can get their vote. I've seen it. And the worst thing you could do is have a whole bunch of non-active members They may be on a roster. Their dues may be paid up or may not. They still have a vest. So I'm going to put it like this. The worst thing you can do is have a whole bunch of non-active vest holders show up the day of a vote to vote on a president, and they haven't even been active in the club, business activities, or any of that. I've seen that too many times. You get to the club meeting, the club meeting is normally 17 to 23 people. You get to the club meeting on election day, it's all 70 members. What? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got all 73 members, that showed up. You even got members via the telephone. You taking absentee votes and all that type of shit via the telephone. Somebody done sent theirs in via a message. Oh, this is the envelope. This is so-and-so vote for so-and-so. He can't make it today. If your ass ain't president, you can't vote. Period. If you ain't president, you shouldn't be worried about voting. If you ain't been active, then you shouldn't be worried about who is who and who running for, because you don't even know what the fuck going on or what the fuck not going on. You have no clue. These are just my personal opinions. Now, again, I am not God. I am not the person to tell you how, what, and what to do the whole 9 yards. Yeah. My man Dirty 151 said he the VP. As the VP, you get all the calls from the member. That's your job. The vice president's job is to take care of the club. He runs the club. The president don't run the club. The vice president runs the club. The president ain't got time to run the club. He got to deal with all the other shit. He got to deal with our public relations. He got to make sure we good in the hood. He got to make sure that we that the streets is where they need. We good in the streets. Sarge Freeman, what it do? He got to make sure that we good in the streets, man. I know we're gonna pay some bills and we're gonna be right back, man.
Towing, your premier luxury motorcycle towing company, specializing in all motorcycles, ATVs, trikes, and cycle-related vehicles. FHO Towing is bonded, licensed, and insured. Why tow with the rest when you can be towed by the best? Contact FHO Towing at 404-423-8183 or 404-593-9695. Can't get it to the shop? We also pick up by appointment. Don't forget, we know how to take care of your ride because we ride. Follow us at FHOtowing.com, Instagram, FHO_towing, Facebook, FHO Towing. Montana Cigar Company sells premium cigars and accessories. Located in Union City, Georgia at 4641 Flat Shoals Road, Suite C, Union City, Georgia 30291. Montana Cigar Company offers a smooth, laid-back, serene, mature adult environment for cigar aficionados. Discounts for all the first responders, military, teachers, and nurses. Come enjoy your favorite games and boxing matches on our big screen TVs. We also have a poker table where you can come and try your luck. Select Luxury Cars, proud sponsor of the FHO Podcast Live Show, the most diverse luxury vehicle selection in the greater Atlanta area, the highest quality customer service, and unmatched nationwide pricing. Contact Mike Goodall at 678-855-2292 to schedule your appointment today. Select Luxury Cars, trusted family dealer since 1994.
And I don't have no time to play with truth or to be diplomatic. To hell with you diplomats and your foolish diplomacy. Speak straight words. Because those are the words that will bring about a change, not this delicate language. I want to be politically correct. How in the hell can you be politically correct when you're blind, deaf, and dumb and destroyed by your enemy? To hell with you and your political correctness. Be a man, be a woman, and speak the truth, and then die on that truth if it comes to that. Stand up. And we won't have to have these kind of radio broadcasts in the future. We'll be sitting down talking about what we have done what we have built.
What up, man? I'm back at it, man. It's your boy Big Cell FHOZTNIC, man. Anyway, this is my little quick take, man. I ain't gonna take up too much of y'all time, man. Changing the guard today, getting rid of Trump, taking in Biden. Live your life, man. Same thing with your MCs, man. When it's time to make that transition, vote according to what's best for you, because that person represents you. Don't vote for your homeboy. Leave the homeboy network out of it, man. You feel what I'm saying? Vote for the best person for the job. Read right, complete a sentence, and communicate. They ain't gonna have us at war. You know what I'm saying? It's war over peace. That's what it is, man. That's my time, man. Y'all enjoy the rest of your day, man. And it's FHO, baby.
What's up, Big Cell? This is your boy, Pastor Nate from Enlightened Ministry Biker Church from Los Angeles, California. When we're not riding, we listen to FHO Podcast Radio.
It's back to pay tribute to Black History with the Iron Elite 2021 event. Hosted by Big Sarge and Adam Mack Harley-Davidson. This all takes place in Jacksonville, 8909 Bay Meadows Road, Jacksonville, Florida, 32256. From 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Food and drinks with plenty of vendors and more. Music provided by DJ Memphis of Fleet DJs. This event is open to the public, so come out February 13th, 2021. Adam Mack Harley-Davidson and celebrate your Iron Elite. For more info, contact www.adammacharley.com.
Say, man, before I go, y'all better get y'all calendar, man. My man Hog Shit Clothing 2021 calendar. This motherfucker is dope. You see the first page right there? Huh? That's FHO, man. We went to go visit Dr. Martin Luther King, man. We went down to the Lorraine Motel. I think this was during Pound for Pound weekend. Shout out to Pound for Pound. Anyway, the calendar is dope, man. It got nothing but dope pictures. The man is a hell of a photographer. If you ever need your event photographed, man. Anyway, make sure you get your calendar. It's www.hogshitclothing.com, man. This mug is right. It's a perfect calendar. It got Kings of Cali in there. It got Rare Breed in there. It got the Big Will Women in there. It got, man, a bunch of people in there, man. So I'm just telling you, it's Kings of the South is in here. You feel what I'm saying? So we got a bunch of people in this calendar, man. Check it out. It's my boy. I know his government name. I almost said I ain't gonna say his government name on TV, but the calendar is dope, bro. It's dope as fuck. I'm telling you. So make sure you support my man. Get your calendar at hogshitclothing.com. www.hogshitclothing.com. Hogshitclothing.com is my man. He put together a nice calendar, something to represent us, man. So it's some cool shit. I go to Kings right there. Anyway, check it out. Do what you got to do. And be on board, man. Other than that, I love y'all. Love, peace, and hair grease, man. We out of here, man. I'm talking about we gone, man. We gone, man.
Big Cell, you a fool for this one. That's right. FHO. Yeah. Let's roll. Huh? FHO. 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 Big Cell in your radio. FHO. 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 Big Cell on your radio. FHO. 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 Big Cell in your radio. FHO.
Banger alert. Banger alert.
Big Cell on your radio. Big Cell on your radio. Best podcast show since the Misfits couldn't carry on. But I'ma carry on and get the party cracking. The homegirl 7 carats known for text blasting. Yeah, she on the rock. If you want action, 800 plus, it's a known fashion. Keep her back up playing cause some wheels cracking. Big Cell can keep it real. What a passion. All gas, no break, in and out of traffic. You see your brother on a hole, respect the passions. Whether they outlaws or outcasts. Big Cell's top 5 when you in traffic. Roger, mind your business, stay in your own lane. Respect others in the set the game. Spread black love the old fashioned way. You miss the West with the South, it's a master pass. FHO, FHO, FHO. Big Cell in your radio. FHO, FHO, FHO. Big Cell on your radio. FHO, FHO, FHO. Big Cell in your radio. FHO, FHO, FHO. Big Cell on your radio.
Again, appreciate y'all, man. I love you guys. Thank you for the calls.
Thank you for the donations.
No doubt.
Don't forget, man, support the channel, support the platform. I need you. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. And again, man, I love you guys. Don't forget the 5 things I'm gonna leave you with. Ride your own ride, stay in your own lane, mind your business, have enough love in yourself to have some love for me. We're gonna ride for love and love to ride, man. We gone, man.